guys, welcome back to Feather's Charm. I'm Feather and welcome to this episode of the My Bullet Journal Journeys series. Today we'll be creating the spread for November. Now before I forget, please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share and follow me here on YouTube, on my social media channels, on my website and on Patreon. Your donations really help me make more content like this. Now also before I forget, please check out the other episodes of this series so you guys can get an idea of what to do for your own bullet journals. Alright, so let's get started. Let's start by flipping through October, and as you can see I filled out my focuses for each day of October, as well as some of my days of notes. For the main weeks I didn't quite fill them out as much, purely because I didn't have time. I'm still getting used to my new job. The same with the weekly tasks box. I wasn't able to complete any tasks for weekly tasks for Feather's Charm, but hopefully this month I'll be able to do so. Now let's start with November. So I am starting off by using the Uniball Unipin fineliner pens in 0.8 to create the title of the month. And I'm using this calligraphy hand writing kind of freestyle kind of font or text or whatever you want to call it, and I do love this style. It is simply my style, and I think I might keep it for the next couple of spreads until I'm bored of it. Now I am going to be using these astrology looking stickers which I found on Etsy. Not sure if they're still available. I will link them down in the description box below if I can find them, but these are really pretty astrology kind of cosmic stickers, and I also layer on some washi tape just to add that sort of scrapbook look to it. Now you can see I am drawing a couple of branches here. I do love creating these styles because they are perfectly imperfect and nature is always that way. I also use the Star Metallic Pen number 6551-3, so it's the blue metallic pen, and I do love these pens. They are so gorgeous and they do help with the whole winter vibe which I associate with November and the coming months. Okay, moving on. We are moving on to the monthly overview, and I start again by using the Uniball Unipin fineliner pen, this time in 0.5, just for the calligraphy style of the title of the page. So I do it for the monthly overview, the monthly trackers, and even the monthly review and totals page at the very end. Again, it's a freestyle handwriting calligraphy style that I always use. It's just an easy kind of calligraphy style to use for me. I also add on the stickers that I found on the washi tape shop when they used to stock these. I'm not sure if they still do, but if they don't, there are others out there for you. I also use these potion stickers that I found on Etsy as well. And I also use some stamps that I found in a hobby store that that is local to me. Now I go back to my roots. I use the Arteza Real Brush pens. If you've joined me since June, you know that I've started off with the Arteza Real Brush pens, and they are my absolute favorite. And this one is Night Sky Blue A141, and I just create some swirls, some air swirls, and that sort of thing. Now I apologize for the next couple of minutes. The camera was completely blurred out at this point, and I didn't realize, but I do realize it before I move on, so Thankfully, the whole video is not in a blurred, it doesn't have a blurred look like this. As you can see, I also use the Staedtler Tri Plus pens. I use it in blue. I would say this is sort of like a dusky blue as well as a light grey, just to outline the boxes and for my calendar as well, so it's not all black. I wanted to change up the color and the style just to see if, you know, if that would work, and it does, and I do like them, so I might do that again for the next few months as well. There you go. You see, it's now in focus. Apologies. I didn't realize I had it out of focus for the last few minutes. So I'm moving on again to the monthly trackers, doing my trusty dusty kind of calligraphy style. I'm using the Arteza Real Brush pen again. This one is in Smoke Grey, and that's A115, and I'm just doing more of the air swirls, the wind swirls, whatever you want to call it, just to make that part of the title a little more decorative. Again, I add more moons, more potions and things like that, and a few washi tape at the top as well. I also go back to my handy dandy Staedtler double-ended fiber tips. This one I would say is more of a greyish blue. I don't know what the name of it would be, but it would be in the pack as well. You can see there I'm trying to take off some of the stickers and the washi tape and move it about, but I just removed them completely, purely because they blocked the titles of the trackers. So instead of having extra potion stickers at the top or washi tape, I just draw a few stars and dots there. Now this time again I'm using the Staedtler double-ended fiber tip pens to create the key, and in true fashion here I use a very dark navy blue or dark royal blue, whatever you want to call it, that dusky sort of blue, that middling blue, and a grey for the trackers themselves. And the quote for this month is, "I have all I need to succeed in all I do." Similar to something that I've done before, but I just wanted to reiterate for myself that I have everything I need to succeed. And I'm just adding a few more potion bottle stickers, a few more dots and stars and doodles, and then I go in for the December preview box, and again I do a few more doodles. And I just realized I completely forgot to do my standard rose, so this month is without its little rose. I might sneak one in, probably in the little December box, but we'll see. I might sneak it in for the main pages as well, just because I completely forgot that I was going to do that. But no matter, throughout the month I will try to sneak in some blue roses as well. So again, I use the Staedtler Tri Plus fine liner. This time I use it to outline the boxes for the dailies tasks for each week. Again, they kind of spread when I use them with the ruler, so I'm not too sure if I'm going to use them again. I have bought a couple of metallic pens from Arteza recently, and I would highly recommend you guys check it out as well. I might use them for December and see how they go. If not, I will stick with my my handy dandy Staedtler fine liners and fiber tip pens, because although they do smudge, I know enough to keep an eye on it so it doesn't smudge. And for the headers of each box, I use the Staedtler double-ended fiber tip in the grey. I don't know why, I just love the whole greyish bluish look for November. I always associate it with winter. And now I'm going in with the Uniball Unipin fine liner in 0.3 for the titles of each day. So as you see here, I'm writing them out in that sort of calligraphy style as well. Just adding a few stickers here and there to dot the place, just so that it's not plain like you would find in a standard planner or journal or notebook. So here I'm going in with a calendar, and as you can see, I've boxed out the week in the color already before I even wrote the numbers for the days of the week, purely because if you've seen my previous videos, they do smudge. They do pick up the black in the writing. So I always I box out the week, and then I put the numbers on top because then it doesn't spread as much. Here I'm going in and I'm doing my trackers. I did make a little boo-boo there, if you've noticed. One of the title boxes is smaller than the other because I completely forgot that my trackers are just one square bigger than the actual calendar. It's okay for now, I don't really notice it. But if you are the type to notice it, I'm so sorry. I've learned to not notice it. So here I'm just creating the gratitude box, the weekly task box, and my sleep log chart, because I still want to track that as well. And I do actually make a mistake here as well. I go up to 9 hours instead of my usual 10. I counted the number of boxes wrong, so there we go. I do it again in the last week, I think, but I don't think I will ever sleep past 9 hours, to be honest, so it's fine. I will learn to live with it. And in that white space you see, I have filled it out with washi tape, stickers, a few stars and dots as well. And we're moving on to the next week, and it's just going to be the same, so I will leave you guys to it. One quick question for you guys. Do you associate November with the winter months, or do you consider it as an autumn month still? Personally, I consider it a winter month. I'm not too sure what other people would say. I mean, there are a few people I'd know that consider it an autumn month rather than a winter month, but let me know your thoughts. Do you associate November with winter? Also, I was going back and forth with my spread ideas. I wasn't sure if I was going to go with a winter sort of look. For some reason, I always associate November with astrology and the cosmos and stars and the galaxies. I have no idea why, I just do. And if I had a gold and a silver metallic pen, I probably would have gone more that way rather than the whole potion bottle kind of look, the whole scrapbook kind of look as well. But when I was testing out my pens, my gold and my silver no longer worked. So that's why I'm bummed that I can't do the whole astronomy kind of thing as well. So yeah, maybe next year. Although I must say, I did buy a few new pens from Arteza, which I absolutely love, and I am not sponsored by them. I just love their products. Hopefully one day I can be sponsored by them, but we'll see. So yeah, I mean, Arteza is one of my favorites. So far they've not done me any wrong, and I absolutely love their products, so you should check it out, and their link is in my description box below. You can see here when I'm outlining the dailies boxes, I kind of scrunch up the page so I can see the page behind. That is how I measure my boxes. If I don't outline the page, which I haven't done this month, I was a bit preoccupied and I didn't have enough time to outline the boxes. I would scrunch up the page and kind of measure out what each box is supposed to be, especially when I'm doing it vertically, because it's much easier to match up the dots with the previous page. So if you guys, don't want to outline your boxes beforehand, this is a great way to kind of repeat what you did before. Would I recommend it as a constant? No. Best thing to do would be to outline the boxes so that you don't ruin your pages. But if you're in a time crunch, or if you if you just cannot find the time to pre-outline your boxes, then dome out your page and measure your boxes according to the pages before. It's that simple. Now for this month, you see I have added another tracker to my trackers. Not like I don't need any more, but I add a tracker for my writing. This is sort of like a preview to next year. I'm hoping I have enough time next year to carry on my writing tasks, purely because I am working on a few things, and I'm hoping one day I will be able to finish it enough to publish my own novel. That is one of my goals. I have been working on this novel for the better part of nearly 5 years. It's a work in progress, and because of a few new interests, my creativity has sparked up again, and I'm hoping I can finish this novel within the year, next year, because it's something that I have dreamed of doing for a while now. Speaking of new interests, I am actually a big fan, and I didn't know this before, but I am a big fan of D&D, Dungeons and Dragons. So shout out to all my Dungeons and Dragons fans out there as well. I've just recently started playing with my cousin and her fiance and his friends and her friends, and I am having a blast. So I might add a few notes of my Dungeons and Dragons characters, my the campaigns that I'm working on and things like that in my bullet journal, because why not? It is a fun game and I highly recommend you guys play it if you are a nerd like me. I actually got into it because my cousin's fiance introduced me to a YouTube series called Critical Role. So to those of you critters out there, I am one too, so shout out to you guys. Who else has started playing Dungeons and Dragons because of Critical Role? Please give me your shout outs in the comments below, because I'd love to meet up with you guys as well and see if we can play a campaign of our own. I mean, I've got 2 campaigns now going on, but I'd love to play a lot more. And if you're interested, maybe I can record some sessions and stream something along those lines as well. So yeah, shout out to all my critters out there. Let me know if you guys exist or not, because I exist now, and I'd love to know what your thoughts are on D&D and D&D Beyond, and if you like, you know, playing it manually, or if you'd like playing it with the app and the website. And if you are up for a game, let me know. I'd love to play with you guys. As you guys can see, also I have a word of the week box again. This month I am learning French, so français. I do know a few French words, just the very basics, and I do love hearing the language, so I might learn a lot more this month around, and hopefully one day I'll be fluent in it. Also, back on the D&D note, if you critters are out there and if you do play, what is your favorite character? Because I have several characters that I've made up now, and I'm leaning towards one of those characters, and I do love them all, but there's one that stands out a lot more than the others, and I don't know if that one's gonna be my favorite in the next few months, but for now she is my favorite. I play female characters. I might play a male character one day, but for the time being they're all females. So yeah, my favorite character in D&D, or at least the D&D campaigns that I'm working on right now, one of them is a kitsune. It's a homebrew. So I am working with the DM to see what limitations, what powers my kitsune has, and she's pretty powerful for a very young person, and I absolutely love the idea of her, and I might make something similar to her again somewhere else. But yes, my kitsune is my favorite character. I do have an Earth Genasi character and a half-elf character, but none of them are as potentially powerful as that kitsune. There's also another one character that I've played before in a one-shot, and oh, I do love her as well. She was amazing. I mean, she was stupid, but playing her was an absolute delight, and I hope I get to meet her again, because the one shot that she's in is a prologue or an epilogue or whatever you want to call it to the main campaign I'm playing with my cousin and her friends and her fiance, and I cannot wait to see if I get to meet her again, so we shall see. Alright, now we are moving to the last page, the final page of this month's spread, and it is the monthly review and the totals page. So again, it's a simple split down the middle. I also include a few more pictures, picture stickers, washi tape, and for the dividing line I use the Staedtler double-ended fiber tip pens just to make it a little more colorful, and I add a few more washi tape and stickers. I have this landscape sticker. I have no idea where I got this from. I think I got it from Etsy, and I outline them with washi tape, and then I add my totals for, well, the main titles for each tracker for when I add up my totals, and that's pretty much it. And we'll take a look at the overall look of this month. I do like this month. I do like the winter theme. I was supposed to do an astrology theme and a sort of witchy theme, but I just didn't have the pens, and I'm bummed I no longer have a gold. Well, actually, I didn't have a gold at the time. It would have looked so cool. Now that I do have a gold, I might just add a few gold dots and stars here and there, just to add a little more color and depth to it, because it is looking a little blue, a little too winter for my liking. But yes, this is the November spread. I'm pretty happy with it. I should have added a few, colored paper in those white spaces, but I might just end up doing a few air swirls with the Arteza brush pens, or a few more stars and dots, but that's pretty much it, and maybe a rose here or there. But yeah, that's November. And I hope you guys enjoy. If you do, please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, and follow me here on YouTube, on my social media channels, on my website, and on Patreon. Your donations really do help me make more content like this for you guys. And if you'd like to be a part of the creation process, please don't forget to leave your comments and feedback in the comment section below, and I'll try my very best to make the content you guys love. And as always, be kind, be creative, and be unique. I'll see you later. Feather out.